Supply and demand. How do you know if people want your product? How many of your product should you supply? The demand for a product happens when customers have the need or the want for the product or the service. The supply arises when businesses react to that need or want and make the product or the service available. So during December, it can be incredibly hot on Clifton Beach. It's also a very popular tourist destination for middle to upper class people. Some even international celebrities. The beachgoers would like something new and fresh and unique, such as a Benango. Remember, Benangos are the newest sensation in South Africa. But they want something refreshing, such as a smoothie or an ice cream or a cold pressed juice. Something that's going to melt away that heat and make them feel cool and fresh. There are many factors that influence the demand, the need or the want for a product. Here are a few to think about. The first one is price. If your Benango products are overpriced, customers won't want to buy it because they're going to think that you're too expensive. The following information demonstrates the price of the product and how it affects the demand. So, if the price of a Benango ice cream is 10 Rand, only 50 people will probably want that product. If the price of that Benango ice cream is 2 Rand, 250 people would want that product. Big difference there, hey guys? So as the price decreases, the quantity of the demand increases itself because customers are prepared to buy it for less. With this information and presented in a graph. So on the y-axis, that runs from top to bottom, it's the vertical line, that indicates the price. And the x-axis runs from left to right and shows how many units that people will want to demand it. The diagonal line is called the demand graph. And on any point on that demand line, we can read the number of Benango ice creams that people would want to buy at the different prices. Other factors besides the price that could also affect demand are personal taste. Do the customers like it or want it? Then, of course, we've got trends. Health-conscious customers will be more aware of what your product might be. They might not want it too sugary. They might want it with a bit of whey protein in. And they might want dairy or they might not want dairy. Then, of course, we need to think about the income that is earned by the customer. So people on Clifton Beach are middle to upper income earners. So wealthy customers visiting Clifton Beach probably wouldn't mind spending money on a great tasting Benango cocktail or smoothie. Whereas a lower income customer might not have the money and might not buy as many Benango smoothies as a wealthy customer. Then advertising. Colorful and exciting adverts create bigger awareness and demand for your products. It also helps form a trend. If the advert is positive and is popular, then your advert will create sales. Finally, the age of the customer. A younger consumer might prefer a Benango ice lolly, whereas an older consumer would prefer a Benango smoothie or maybe even a cocktail. Then, of course, the season. In summer, there'll be a high demand for a cold, refreshing Benango cold fresh juice or an ice cream or a smoothie. Whereas in winter, when it's windy and raining in Cape Town, fresh cold products might not be the number one seller. Maybe hot chocolate would be. Then we have to look at economic factors. A weaker rand will cause an increase in your price, which might lead to a lower demand for your products from your South African customers. But if you have international customers, it will up their spending power, allowing your international customers to buy more. And of course, global pandemics. COVID-19 caused fewer customers to travel to Clifton Beach because of the travel ban, and that lowered the demand for Benangos. Just like demand, there are few factors that will influence a business' willingness to supply a product. Again, price is the first consideration. If we have a look at the information on the table, it will show how many Benango ice cream sellers are willing to provide this product and at what possible price. If the supplier can charge 10 Rand, there will be 250 Benango ice creams offered. But if they can only charge 2 Rand, only 50 Benango ice creams will be offered. As the price decreases, so does supply, because it is less attractive to the suppliers to sell their product. We combine the two graphs together and they meet at the equilibrium. That is at the meeting point where both those graphs touch, and that is called the equilibrium. As we can see on this particular graph, the price is 6 Rand and the quantity is 150 ice creams.